Hello everybody, this is 54 Newstar, and this is our modified version of our touchpad control system for our GTA based game. I'm still having some bugs with it, but it works. I just need to clean out some stuff. Don't know if I'm going to be using this for the rest of the tutorial based series. I may just finish up what I have with the previous series, because at this point the touch controls are just it's like you have multiple versions of like touch controls. I may just include, like, at this point, Xbox, PlayStation controllers and third-party whatever wacky controllers, so you can have keyboard, game controllers, touchpad, like the whole 9 yards, for this tutorial, and then just either continue on with PC or touch control or gamepad or each one. But so far I have this version of a touch controller, which is the usual one that you see, and you can control your player, so, and they can walk and they get into the vehicle. Again, I have to use like mouse pad and everything for that to work. I'm going to be setting it up, so I'm going to be finishing this up. I just wanted you guys to get like the character controller set up, but all I have to do is clone a whole bunch of this code and just set it for the car. So actually, basically, you guys can also do that. So it's basically, I'm going to put the download link down below, guys, so you guys can do it. This is like, I'm trying to build a simpler way of actually doing a touch control to where I've done this before, to where it's like when you touch something and you move it, another object will auto rotate to that, like what angle and everything. So I'm trying to build something like that. This does it pretty closely, just puts in a whole bunch of code, but not as much as some of the other touch controllers, though the other touch controllers are probably a little bit better than this one. Is basically every tick, set angle of the pad, and this is the pad, this is the what do you call it, thumb control. So it's going to set, let's see, back, okay, the compass. And the compass is actually an invisible item that I have right here. So it sets the parameter to that object. So every tick, set the compass to the angle of the pad. If the compass is between 350 and 10 degrees, simulate the control by pressing right. And then the actual pad is x minus 19. It's not equal to. These are all just variables to basically just rotate the guy. So if it's going to be like to where he's within so many degrees, this is basically take a circle, and if you guys remember your geometry, if it's within so much of an angle, it's going to rotate it that way. So this is basically the left down, left up. So this is him going, you know, diagonally. So these are the diagonal angles. What I really wanted to change was on any touch in, set position to the center of the actual pad, and stop 8 directions so he doesn't just kind of go off crazy. It's touching big pad. Set position, touch x, y, and 8 direction enabled. On start of layout, stop the 8 direction so he actually doesn't move or whatever, in case, you know, one of your angles are cut off and he starts flying off. And then set 8 direction disabled, so you're stopping it and you're just setting it disabled. You probably just say disable it. On collision with cars, this is beginning to clone the code of our other project, because I had to start a new file. Set position of sprite to X and sprite to Y. So he's literally going to go again underneath the car. He's going to pin to it. He's going to, his controls are going to be disabled. And then he's going to move, the car's going to move to the top layer. And he says, him being solid an object to where he can't go through a building is going to be disabled. Now, what we are going to do is clone all of this. Control. And I want to put another space. So let's add a comment. Car control underscore 1. So it gets the same thing. I just want to put a space and then we're just going to just paste it there. Now what we do is, since he's disabled, we're going to have to control the car. So instead of simulate 8 direction for the player, it's going to be 8 direction for the car by pressing right. Simulate control, press right, done. So we're just replacing it. See if it actually does anything. Again guys, that's going to probably be part 2. There we go. We got movement. Again, one of the other issues is that if I try to set this in a separate layer with the parallax thing, this controller goes off. It goes a bit funky, so that's why I need a part 2 so I can fix it. But the car works. I just need to finish that up. The player works. I'm going to set the download link down below, guys, so you can play around with it. You can also just replace the sprites with your own to have your own control set up. And if you have any questions, please just comment down below. I know this wasn't the most clearest. I'm like super drained right now, but I wanted to put this out since you guys were like, we need something like this, and I wanted a file so you guys could play around with it, test it, ask me some questions, and I can get back to you probably next day or two when my brain's actually working. So I'll see you next time. Remember, hit the like and subscribe button if you'd like to see more. Use the Amazon affiliate whatever link if you shop on Amazon so that I can go hire artists to create better art so you guys can download that for free. But until next time guys, I will see you all next time.